but I wore them to the ground. So,
Had them a while.
you have a story for us?
I do. Now, for those of you that remember last month, and I mentioned that Jeff and I had gone shopping to JCPenney's, and he bought a bunch of pajama bottoms.
I remember it well.
Yeah.
Well, this is related to that same day, because when Jeff was still in the changing booth, or the dressing room, I should say, this was going on a while, and I had to go to the bathroom, right? So I said, I'm gonna have to go find a bathroom, and he's like, all right, we'll meet at the checkout counter. And so I left the dressing room and started wandering around JCPenney's. I hadn't been there in quite a long time, so I really wasn't sure where the bathrooms were anymore. So first I circled around the first floor, which is, quite a big department store, and couldn't find bathrooms anywhere, and, I needed a bathroom. So took the escalator, went upstairs, and thought, okay, I kind of remember this, they're still upstairs. Now I remember that's where they were. But I didn't remember where upstairs. So I headed, let's see, I was looking for the bathrooms. I headed in one direction, I couldn't find them, so I headed back in the other direction. I saw a clerk there behind the counter, which I was really glad about, because it's another really big space, and there aren't very many cashiers working up there, right?
These days.
These days. Thank you. And so I asked her, she said, oh, yeah, it's back that way. Just go to the end, and you'll see it. So I went all the way back to the end. It felt like a really long distance. And there was a cashier, but she happened to, it was really easy to figure out that it was like there was this family reunion going on. This whole group of her family, I could tell by just the bits of conversation that I overheard, had come and, maybe they were from out of town or something, and they were seeing her while she was at work. And I really didn't want to interrupt them. It was like a really special time for them. But I couldn't find the bathroom anywhere, and, it was getting worse.
They were between you and the bathroom?
I couldn't find the bathroom. I went all the way back, and she was in that corner with her family, but I couldn't find the bathroom. But I didn't ask, because I just didn't want to get in the middle of the excitement there. And so I headed back in the other direction, and okay.
Was this number 1 or number 2?
TMI. Thank you, TMI.
TMI? What does that mean?
Too much information.
Too much.
No, it's relevant to the story because of your bladder. Bladder story.
Well, it could be a problem either way, right? But yeah, it was a bladder issue.
A bladder issue.
Yes.
A typical bladder issue.
Well, okay. So I headed back in the other direction again. I think I had kind of tried to get some of the perimeters, couldn't find it. And a different clerk kind of appeared out of the ethers magically. It was wonderful. And she said, can I help you? She must have seen the expression on my face, or by then I may have been walking funny, I don't know. But she's like, I said, well, I'm really looking for the restrooms. She said, oh, they're right there. Okay, so I ran into the restroom, and I relieved myself. I felt better. I got up, and I came out of the restroom, and I looked, and there's this older gentleman standing in the restroom. I'm like, huh? And I walked out, and I looked. I ducked into the men's bathroom.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Oh my gosh. And that's why Jeff got 3 pairs of pajamas, because 5 hours later you reappeared.
Right. There you go.
And the title of your story?
In the nick of time.
In the knickers of time.
In the nick of time.
In the nick of time. Okay, we're going to do this as a snapshot. So, let's watch. Jeff was busy trying on pajamas in pennies. I had to go to the BR. So I started my journey to find the ladies' restroom. I won't tell you whether it was number 1 or number 2. But I was keen to find my place of rest. I looked here. I looked there. I traveled far. I chanced upon a family reunion. And quickly retraced my steps to not disturb their family party. And then a clerk in the distance beckoned me and showed me the way. I quickly ran to my destination, relieved myself, emerged from the cubicle, and out of the ethers there stood a man. In the men's restroom. And my title was
In the nick of time.
In the Nick of Time.
He said his name was Nick.
He said his name was Nick. Are you serious? I quickly said, "Thank you, Nick. I made it in the nick of time." And that is the end of my story.
Oh, you guys did a great job.
Well done. Thank you.